Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are very swiftly approaching the period in which we need to go back to war. We're basically done with as much construction as we can in our core area, other than upgrading some of these settlements to cities, but that's going to take a very long time to do with our political influence growth at the rate that it's at. So I think instead, what I'm thinking about doing is actually attacking these guys after perhaps they get their rebellion dealt with, which should be quite soon. If Carthage isn't going to do it, then we should. We want to bridge the gap here so that Carthage's troops can move from here to here in case of a war with Rome. Now, to be clear, we're also going to want to attack these guys. And that might be what we want to do right now. That might be an interesting option here. We don't have a claim, and we're going to need political influence to create one. So we're going to need 40 total political influence to get all of that done. The head of the Davici family just died. That's very convenient, actually. And let's head on down here, see what we've... Wow. There's literally... Hang on. There's literally no one from the Davici family that can hold this office? How can they possibly be scorned if there's nobody that can hold the office? Okay, well, we'll put this guy in. That's exciting to be sure. Let's check in on our military situation here. We could certainly think about expanding Lusitania. I think for the moment, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so this civil war just ended. Good to know. For the time being, we're still going to chill. We do need a good amount of political influence. Haria has splintered, yeah. I'm going to grab the matter of Aquitania for our next mission. This is probably going to result in... I'm just checking through here. Okay, this actually doesn't result in any wars with Rome. Okay, for now we'll consult the assembly. That'll take a year. That's understood. We're no longer importing marble. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I want to check in here. Yeah, Carthage has a CB down here. If they're not going to attack, though, I want to attack. We'll continue to take pop assimilation speed for right now. The real question is... do we call in Carthage when we attack this? I kind of feel like we don't. I want to take all of this territory up here. This down here is definitely off the table. We're not going to be getting that based on the amount of aggressive expansion that we're going to get here. So that's almost certain. Do we attack these guys first? We have 7 ships. So 7 ships is definitely going to be interesting. Getting things around. We're going to be able to utilize these mercs potentially. Can we negotiate passage through Rome? Out of curiosity. So if we go over to Rome, currently they probably wouldn't give it. 40 reasons because of competing power. Okay. We'll see what they would do after this war breaks out. It's a theoretical possibility. So I definitely want to think about attacking these guys. We're going to cancel the military access, for sure. And 8 June is when we're going to be able to do this. That's fine. We can start working on fabricating this claim. Well, on 8 June we can, anyway. Okay, and we're going to fabricate a claim on this one. Sure. That should be fine. No problem whatsoever there. Hopefully, by the time that's done, we'll have a decent number of Navy units. I can't remember how many it is per ship in this game. That's the main thing that I don't remember right now. So we would need to embark out over here. Let's just march out over here. And we'll arrive over here relatively soon. We'll see how much we can actually embark right now. I think it's 1,000 per ship, but it might be 500 per ship. So we'll see. We are, of course, going to launch a war down here, and I think that we don't call in Carthage for it. That's the current theory, anyway. We had a poor harvest, which is sad. Gaining 6 stability for 18 gold is absolutely worthwhile. We will certainly take that. So that's wonderful. We also currently have Donis Adaxis being a jerk here. He has 71. We'll grant him... Wait, he already has 3 hands. Get back here. Yeah, he already has 3 hands. So we're just going to need to bribe him. I really don't like doing that right now, but we do have our claim here, which should be reasonably fine. And our leader is disloyal. Okay. And she's going directly back almost exactly to the capital. Can you not do this? That would be nice. We're going to need to bribe you. The assembly speaks, protect the weak of Aquitania. Okay. So we're going to bribe our leader here. There we go. Now we can move back up here. And I want to take a quick look here. So we need to attack up over this direction. Right. There are more cities within the province of Aquitania. How much is up here right now in terms of cities? 0? Okay, that's going to be slightly problematic. But sure, I want to attack down here first. I think that this is a better option right now. We'll hit this and take a bunch of this. Just so that Carthage can pass through here, right? But I mean, we'll take it. We're not going to give it to Carthage. So that'll be okay. Now I want to see what do we got for our embarkation. 11 ships is too small. That's not shocking. We'll see what this looks like as we continue to finish up these ships. We are building a bunch of them, but they're all being built here, which is fine. I'm not too concerned about that. The real question is, do we need 16 ships or 31 ships? We'll demand this guy's resignation. Maybe then we can get a Da Vinci in here. I kind of doubt it, though. Based on what we saw previously. Actually, there is one. Cool. There we go. That'll do just fine. We do have a lot of cash right now, although we could get a couple of buildings built. Noted. So this is going to be... We have 2 granaries here right now. This is a slave city. I'm going to build 3 tax offices there. And our other cities were both up over here, correct? Correct. So this is set up as a manpower city, and this is set up as a manpower city as well. So we'll get both of those underway. And that is, of course, fantastic. So we should get these guys drilling for the moment, just to keep their experience high while we're waiting on these naval ships to come in. We don't have our claim yet. We're expected to get that in November. Okay, that's a few months out yet, so that should be absolutely fine. We have a lot of tyranny. Letting that drop would be nice. And just attacking down over here overall would be good. But yes, I do not want... I do not want Carthage in this war, I think. I'm pretty sure we can take these guys without taking Carthage. They're 1168. So it should be fine. We can just hire, like, a couple of merc forces and send them over. Should be completely okay. We'll hire this one, and... I don't know what the other one we'll hire is. Maybe this one over here. Yeah, that's probably fine. Cool. The Armenian Civil War has ended. Good for them. We're up to 13 ships in our navy, and we're definitely going to be getting this claim done soon. Very, very soon. We need 16 total ships. Indeed. Well, maybe 16. Obviously, 13 ships is still too small, but I think 16 would do the trick. We have a claim, but we need to wait on a couple of additional naval units here. So that's fine. I mean, we could declare this and go in with mercs. and then bring in our naval units later. That is definitely an option. And I'm going to do it. Cool. We could call in Carthage. I don't want to. I want to do this ourselves. I want to hire these mercs. Oh, they've not yet recovered from their last employment. Okay. Well, we'll hire these mercs anyway. And we'll get them onto unit reorg. I'm not going to send them up over here just yet. These guys should recover very soon, right? Yeah, they're done now. So that's absolutely great. We will hire them as well. And we're going to march them immediately out over this direction. These guys are on unit reorg, and we're going to march them out over here as well, but slowly because they're a little ahead. So that'll be fine. And we're just going to wait on these ships at this point. Cool. So I'm definitely not going to call Carthage in. I'm seeing their numbers here, 22k, 4k. That's not too bad, all things considered. Okay. So we definitely need to let our mercs group up here. We have 15 ships, and I'm hoping that once we have 16, we'll be able to do this. The other thing that we could do is check to see if Rome would give us access at this point. I kind of doubt it. No, they have 20 reasons not to. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So we don't have access through Rome. That's rather expected, to be honest. We have lots of cash at this point, and we definitely need to develop our maritime powers. Absolute heresy right there, but we do need to do it. So that's cool. We're just going to head on over here. Ticking war score is, of course, against us. That is this province here that we're looking to get. Okay. Seems fine. These guys no longer need to be on unit reorg. And we'll just march these mercs on up. Looks great. We now have 16 ships here. Can we embark? No, it's still too small. Okay. So we probably cannot bring in this army at this time unless we wanted to split it. Can we split it? We can split it. Okay, and then these guys would embark and would come land over here. Cool. So that seems fine. We'll do exactly that. We see that these guys are building a Liburnian. Okay, cool. There are a few naval ships over here. Rome would gain 20 opinion of us for 400 gold. Honestly, that's okay. I don't mind that. We need a new civic researcher, and it will be this guy with that sweet, sweet scholar trait. I love it. And we'll just walk in over here, and we're going to go back and grab the rest of these. Excellent. So our mercs are on their way in. And we have this unit here. So we're going to group these together. We see their forces coming this direction. So up we go with our naval units. We're just going to group up here a bit. Treatment successful? Okay, sure. That guy with his very fancy haircut. Cool. We're going to embark this, which is absolutely fine, and we're going to bring them in over here. Okay, so we do see forces on the way over. We certainly need to let our units regenerate. Well, this unit needs to regenerate morale. We need to let these units get grouped up. Okay. So we see a good number of troops over here. The question is, do we think we can take this right here? The Legion will arrive on 28 September. I think we're going to wait for reinforcements. Specifically, these guys. Cool. So now that these forces have arrived, we're going to head in like so. They're a bit spread out over here, but they can pile in. And then we have these reinforcements on the way up. They're going to be a ways away, though. So in we go. Our reinforcements are taking a while to get there. We were definitely more spread out than anticipated. But we're still, I think, winning this. Numbers are not on our side here. Okay, now that they brought in those additional forces, it comes down to the morale. So for the time being, we're going to fall back here. And we'll wait for additional reinforcements. That's fine. We were definitely a little slow to get there. That's for sure. But these guys are leaving. And we'll be able to just let our forces regenerate here. We're just going to make our way up over this direction for now. We'll press on through. Yes, we did lose that battle, but it wasn't a bad loss, and we definitely did some damage to them. We need a new tribune of the soldiers, and it'll be you. Cool. Now, I kind of want to take some of these mercs and head out over this way as like a reconnaissance in force sort of thing. Interesting. Okay. We're going to head in and look to catch this force here. They're going to reinforce it, but that's fine. We actually stack wiped that unit. Wonderful. From here, we're going to let these guys group in, and we're going to come up over here. This is a little bit less good for us, but we'll see how it goes. It's going great. They brought in their reinforcements, but it doesn't matter. We've got the numbers, and that's all good. So I see this force up over here. I'm going to send these mercs up to deal with that. The rest of our forces we're going to keep together. Not you guys. Just these. There we go. The rest of our forces we're going to keep together and make sure that we get the war goal under our control, which is this right over here. Cool. So that seems fine. They do have a fort up here. Okay. I'm not sure how much we can actually take here. That's definitely going to be an interesting question. They're retreating out over this way. Okay. So ticking war score should be on our side now, I think. Oh, this isn't controlled because of this fort. I gotcha. So I'm going to take this capital here, and we're going to head this direction and look to catch this unit. I don't know that we will. Actually, they're just kind of sitting there. I love it. Do it. So that's a very small stack wipe, but a stack wipe nevertheless. So we're going to park here, and I'm going to have these mercs head in and start a siege there. Now, there's this force over here that needs to get eliminated. And for the time being, this will do. We do need this fort to fall, and that will be an eventual sort of thing. And this is, of course, our second army of the Legion. It's actually the first army, but whatever, that's fine. We'll reinforce some of our units here. We do get a military tradition, and what do we want to take here? Light cavalry and light infantry defense, perhaps? Assault ability? Probably not. Light cavalry discipline? Sure, we'll take that. Cool. We do have some untiring devotion. Excellent. And this should stack wipe over here, and indeed it does. This will, of course, auto cap. I'm not concerned about that, so we're going to bring these guys on over to reinforce here. And we're just chilling here at the moment. We do want to sit somewhere like here. It's a little further away, but we're not going to take attrition here. Cool. Now, we don't know where their armies are at this moment. They've backed off. Other than this army. We know that this is right up here, of course. This fort is going to fall relatively soon. But for right now, we're just happily letting our units regenerate. Okay, I see this force here. We're going to group these units here, and we lack access? Oh, that was the Navy that we had selected. Okay, sure. So we're going to move on over this way. I see these guys moving out. That's reasonably expected. Okay, there's an oratory advance. At this point, I do want to work on some of our martial advances here. So specifically, perhaps even like cured ham. That supply limit is pretty nice. Alternatively, we could grab, I mean, that's heavy infantry cost. Most of this over here isn't very helpful. Okay. Yeah, we could go back into the civic advances and continue heading down towards embracing philosophy. Maybe that's not the worst idea. Okay. So I'm watching these guys move around here. We do need a new governor over in Lusitania, and that is going to be this guy. Cool. And this navy is lacking a commander, apparently. We'll put in this guy. Cool. Okay, so we're grouped up here. And I want to go up and fight these guys up here if we can. I'd love to cut this unit off and start stack wiping some of it. Unfortunately, they're moving pretty quickly. But it does look like we're going to catch them. Beautiful. So that's stack wiped, and then we can turn around... No, not the Navy. We can turn around and head over here, which will be the exact goal. I see these guys heading up here. They're probably going to go try to relieve this siege, if I had to guess. We're pretty close. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. But yeah, we're pretty close here, and we'll just pile in the reinforcements. They can't win this battle. This is not going to be a victory for them. Okay, so I want to take the second army. Yep, that's correct. And we'll back these guys off like this. These guys were locked in, sadly. But we're just going to head on in over this way. We're looking to continually reduce their army size, right? So we're looking to take down stacks like this one. This is a good stack to stack wipe. Minor addendum here. I don't think we need the stability, honestly. So that's a stack wipe, and now we want to head down this way. This siege was now won, so we're going to look to head up over here. 20 approval from oligarchs. Beautiful. Cool. I'm going to grab these mercs and send them up over this way. Unfortunately, we don't catch either of these. That makes me very sad. That's a stack wipe. These guys are locked into our mercs here. I don't think that this is going to stack wipe, but it will be a victory. And yeah, they're definitely going to head up over here. Cool. So these mercs are now going to head down this way. And again, I don't exactly know how much of this territory we're going to be able to take. It's going to be a decent chunk of it, I think. They've still got a lot of these little stacks running around, which is certainly obnoxious. Okay, I'm going to take these guys down this way. This is all here? Sure. We're definitely making solid progress here. And I would like to make our way up here and fight this unit, if we can. I'd also love to catch these guys. I don't think we're going... Actually, we are going to succeed on that. Beautiful. So we're going to continue heading down this way, then, with our mercs. Yeah, that's great. So we're going to head up over this way. Cool. And these guys are going to try to catch this unit. I don't know how successful they'll be. They may or may not be successful at all. Okay, we'll definitely grab this capital as well. I see these guys over here. Ooh, 15 political influence. We'll happily take that. So, of course, they cap this back. That's to be expected. Okay, so we see them heading this direction. We're going to look to cut this unit off here. That'll be fine. And yeah, we're going to need to catch this unit here eventually. Which is certainly sad. They're just kind of running around doing stuff. No, I don't want to be looking up here right now. Stop it. Okay, we'll head up over this way. These guys are chasing this unit. Seems fine. And this unit is just kind of charging at this moment. They're light infantry, so they're hard for us to catch. But that's fine. We'll eliminate this unit. I don't think it's going to stack wipe, but it'll certainly be retreating. That's fine for now. We're going to head over this direction, which is apparently their capital. Fascinating. And we'll see how much we can actually take. So they're looking to group up over here, it looks like. Which is fine. I want to come in over this direction and catch some of these units here. Martial advances have advanced. That's always nice. And we're going to grab mandated record keeping for now. Cool. So there's one of those stacks caught. Where are they going? They're going here? Okay, we actually catch this other stack too. So that's perfect. No issues there. And that one's stack wiped. Beautiful. So we can have you come here. We can have you go there. Perfect. So no problem whatsoever here. This war is quite under control. They do have a decent amount of forces here. So we may actually, we're locked in here, unfortunately. We may want to back off with our mercs here for the moment. I don't even know if we can take all of this, let alone heading down this way, right? So that's the ultimate question here. I want to move these guys southward. So we'll come down and reinforce here. And then these lads are going to head up to here. Beautiful. Okay, so the reinforcements are very nearly here. And there they are. In we go. We'll obviously win that one. I see this unit up here being obnoxious, but that's fine for now. That was a stack wipe, and we're going to go in and hit their capital here. Then we're going to come around over this way. Any moment now on their capital here. What is... Did Carthage coattail this? No, they're at war with these guys. Okay. So Carthage is not at war with the same people we are. I want to point that out. Beautiful. So we need to eliminate this unit, right? That is a high priority. I don't really want to go down and take this fort at this moment. I would prefer not to do that. So we'll eliminate that. We'll take this area here. And we'll see what we can get out of this. This is probably more than we can already take. So we would sue for peace here. We'd be taking these areas. So that alone would be 54 AE. Yep, this is correct. So we'd be taking everything here, right? Oh, and this. Yes. Beautiful. Do it. So that's going to be a lot of aggressive expansion. No doubt about that one. However, Carpetania now controls all of this area, so we control whether Carthage passes through here or not. That's beautiful. We do need new governors here, and we'll put those in. Cool. And, of course, we're going to need to get rid of our mercs. So these mercs go away, and these are not mercs. These mercs go away. And our Legion can just be moved up over to, like, here for now. That'll be fine. And we'll move in 12 additional ships. Cool. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're probably going to chill for a bit and work on this area. Our aggressive expansion is pretty high right now. And we'll probably go after Aquitania next. Or perhaps some territory over here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.